Good morning, Miss Gracia and classmates. I am Martín Jaramillo and I will talk about reality. Well, what is reality? Our common sense notion of reality is that our eyes, ears, nose, and fingertips pick up the objective reality that's out there. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. Smells, sounds, and colors do not actually exist in the outside world. The interaction between what's out there and our sensory organs isn't the whole picture, either. And the brain has no direct access to the outside world. It's locked in silence and darkness inside your schools. Our brain have never seen the outside world and yet we experience it. How? The slice of our ecosystem we can detect is created by an interaction between the outside world, our sensory organs, and our pink computational material. But we go about our lives as though we are operating in an objective reality. With a little thinking, we usually recognize that the reality we experience is constrained by our biology. For example, the unworld in which bats exist is entirely different than the unworld in which human beings exist, even when we are physically in the same space. While our reality is constrained by our sensory capabilities, the reality bats experience is constrained by their different sensory capabilities. This is because their brains are designed to correlate the outgoing impulses with the subsequent echoes, and the information thus acquired enables bats to make precise discriminations of distance, size, shape, motion, and texture, comparable to those we make by vision. But bat sonar, though clearly a form of perception, is not similar in its operation to any sense that we pose, and there is no reason to suppose that this is subjectively, like anything we can experience or imagine. The bat's experience of reality has a specific subjective character which is beyond our ability to conceive. In other words, our own world even constrains what we can imagine. Reality is like for a being with a different sensorium, and our sensorium is enough to get by in our ecosystem, but it does not approximate the larger picture. On a deeper level, the complexity and speed with which the trillions of calculations are executed by each human being's unique individual brain below the level of awareness in breaking. This is because brains are unique as snowflakes, like Eagleman declares. So reality it can be different in kind of persons. This is because, for example, for the Druids, who were a primitive society found in northern Europe some 2000 years ago, certain trees were sacred. They were dwelling places of gods. To a child who has a treehouse, the tree is a place to play and perhaps also a place of refuge. To the artist, it is a thing of beauty. To a lumberjack, it is timber, and to the logging company, it's a source of profit. To a scientist, by contrast, it is just a living organism capable of worldwide, which so dominates our contemporary consciousness is not as innocent as it may at first seem. So, what is real for us, it's not always real for the rest. This is because this is because we have a different way to see the world. That's why people have different choices about what they want because they perceive things different. Thanks.